My presentation today will focus on increased safety measures for youth football programs. Youth sports leagues for both male and female children have multiplied considerably over the last 25 years. At any time of the year, it is almost guaranteed that if you drive past a neighborhood sports field, it will be bustling with youth sports teams and parental spectators, all cheering on these young athletes and encouraging them to do their best to prevail over the opposing team. The sport of choice may be basketball, baseball or softball, football, soccer, volleyball, or outdoor track and field, all of which attract fans young and old at the college and professional levels. Youth leagues organized for these sports are active throughout the year. However, the sport I will focus on today, youth football, has attracted negative attention due to increased awareness of player injuries that could potentially result in long-term health issues. While a hard hit to the helmet may once have been treated by simply walking up and down the sideline, essentially shaking it off, such incidences are now being taken much more seriously, but not without grave concern. This is one of the contributing factors in the reduction in the amount of children participating in youth football leagues today. Statistics measured by the Sports and Fitness Industry Association over a 5-year period, which spanned from 2009 to 2014, reflect an almost 18% drop in players aged 6 through 17 for tackle football, while those in the same age group participating in touch football leagues dropped over 32%. With similar health issues affecting former professional football players, nationally sanctioned football leagues have focused on addressing the increased health concerns by rethinking how this American pastime can be coached and played in a much safer manner. This doesn't just affect football. There are other extenuating circumstances causing the reduction of participants in all youth sports, such as conflicting schedules for children that play multiple sports, costly registration fees required for elite travel leagues, and increased video game play. However, this presentation focuses on the increased safety measures being implemented across sanctioned youth football leagues, and how parents, teachers, coaches, and fans can educate themselves to influence a more positive view of the game while remaining competitive and allowing players to be much safer than before. A little bit of history on youth football. The first youth football league in America was organized in Philadelphia in 1929. The league, which was called the Junior Football Conference, consisted of only 4 teams. Soon after, the league was renamed after a college football coach credited with creating many innovative plays and formations that are still in practice today. His name was Glenn "Pop" Warner. It is estimated that 20 million youngsters have played in the Pop Warner League over the last 89 years, with about 70% of participants eventually playing in the National Football League. Other youth football leagues exist as well, including American Youth Football and USA Football. Regardless of their pedigrees, all of these leagues have not been immune to the decreased registration numbers and increased health issues plaguing current and former participants. Media outlets have provided further awareness of health issues plaguing former professional athletes. I was particularly touched by a multi-part report that aired on Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel from 2011 through 2016 that focused on Kevin Turner, a fullback that had played over 8 seasons in the NFL with both the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. Shortly after retiring in 1999, Kevin was diagnosed with chronic traumatic encephalopathy, better known as CTE, which ultimately led to his being further diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, better known as ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. He and other former NFL players experiencing similar health issues unsuccessfully sued the league over health risks related to their suffering numerous concussions over many years of play. The Real Sports pieces documented Kevin Turner's gradual deterioration, to which he eventually succumbed in March of 2016. There are many other former NFL players that have suffered similar debilitating brain issues, including Junior Seau, Jovan Belcher, legends such as Frank Gifford, and even Aaron Hernandez, the disgraced former tight end that played with the New England Patriots before being convicted of murder. Yet, the young players who get injured emulating their favorite pro football players are now only beginning to receive airtime. It is not the most favorable method of receiving publicity by any means, but such unfortunate events have promoted awareness of how these types of injuries can lead to serious health issues later on. This dire news, whether sensationalized or not in the media, began to really hit home for families that were currently active in youth football leagues or for parents of children that were considering registering their children for upcoming seasons. Without additional research, some families thought to register their children for flag or touch football, thinking that it was safer than playing in the tackle format. However, that choice was farther from the truth. According to research conducted by doctors of sports medicine practicing at various university hospitals, youth football participants between the ages of 7 and 14 were more likely to get injured during a flag football game than in a tackle football game. The older the children, the more likely that their injuries were to be more serious because the game was being played a lot rougher. So in partnership with ESPN and Volt Athletics, which is a sports performance group sponsored by Gatorade, USA Football introduced a program called Heads Up Football, which is committed to educate, train, and certify coaches in how the game of football can be played competitively, smarter, and safer. This program requires paid and voluntary coaching staff to take specialized development and training courses, eventually earning certification recognized in over 7,000 youth leagues across the country. Not only can these highly critical fundamentals and drills be taught through league practice, but USA Football also sponsors local clinics that are hosted by professional coaching staff and current NFL players in various neighborhoods across the country. Other nationally sanctioned youth football groups, such as Pop Warner Little Scholars and Optimus Youth Football, have proceeded with implementing the Heads Up Football certification standards created by USA Football within their leagues. Action taken by these two governing bodies to improve the safety of their young players include eliminating kickoffs for their youngest divisions, reducing player contact during practice sessions by 25%, and requiring any player who suffers a serious head injury of any kind to secure medical clearance before returning to any play. With the enhanced safety measures implemented by youth football leagues are meant to continually influence safer play, the game of football will always have a collision aspect to it. There have been reports that the Heads Up Football certification is successful not only because of its proven benefits, but also because of its amazing marketing program. It is no surprise that respected notable figures associated with professional football, such as former coach John Madden and current NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, are reported to have criticized the Heads Up Football training as being too general to facilitate proper instruction in such a short period of time. Madden also feels that children as young as 6 to 9 years old should not be wearing helmets to play tackle football without first learning the fundamentals of the game in a flag football environment. So, in summary, so long as college and professional football remain draws in this country, adult and youth fans alike will always have the desire to play the game. Beyond the physical aspects of the game, football does offer participants the opportunity to understand strategic and competitive gameplay, teaches players to work together as a team to achieve success, and also to persevere with their team when their game may not be going in their favor. With proper responsible coaching and no tolerance for unnecessary violence and careless play, the future of youth football in America will continue to thrive so long as training and coaching methods are continually monitored and evaluated. Thank you.